Heyo, Solid Gamers. Welcome to my second episode of the weekly Solid News. In this episode, I'll be covering some of the biggest news from week 42. If you like this video, then please consider leaving a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this type of news, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you're notified when my next weekly Solid News episode comes up. Thanks for watching. First, I want to cover some of the most exciting news of this week so far. To me personally, this is something that really gets me going. And apparently, we are talking about a brand new Splinter Cell game. So according to the development sources, who told us that the title has been put into production as a means of winning back fans frustrated by recent efforts to revive the franchise in the mobile and VR spaces. It's not clear which studios are working on the project, though two people with knowledge of Ubisoft's plans suggested the new Splinter Cell was being led by a studio outside of its traditional Montreal base. The title is in early phase of production, the source said, but there's a small chance it could be announced next year. I'm just getting super hyped about this one because Splinter Cell has been in my blood since the very first game. It really surprises me that we haven't heard anything from Splinter Cell in so long. Such a huge and beloved franchise, especially now, like with the new consoles are out. I'm just really surprised that we haven't heard anything like a new Splinter Cell game being announced. It's really strange because they're really successful games. I really hope these claims turn out to be true. I want them so badly, and it would also be very surprising if they weren't true. Because like I said, these are really big and beloved games, and it would just be a crazy waste not to pursue this franchise. What do you guys think about this? Do you like the Splinter Cell games, and would you like to see a sequel? Let's talk Forza Horizon 5. So the game is now celebrating going gold. So we can definitely count on this game being released on November 9th. Because when a game has gone gold, it means the production is finished. Now this is a game I'm actually a little bit sad the fact that I don't get to play it because I don't own anything else but a PlayStation 5. Good for you Xbox guys out there. These are really, really good news. Let's talk about a game that is nowhere near going gold, and that is Elden Ring is getting delayed to February, but you can sign up now for a chance to play the game early. So Bandai Namco has delayed the launch of From Software's highly anticipated RPG Elden Ring. The game will now launch on February 25th, 2022. Explaining the delay, the developers said the depth and strategic freedom of the game exceeded initial expectations. Thank you for your trust and patience. February 2022 is a very busy month for new releases with games like Horizon Forbidden West, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, The King of Fighters XV, Sifu, Destiny's 2 The Witch Queen expansion, and the Saints Row reboot, all releasing that month too. Holy shit, that's going to be one expensive month for us gamers, huh? But the publisher also announced a closed network test for Elden Ring, and it begins on November 12, and you can register for that one now. And while we are on the topic of games being delayed, let's talk CD Projekt Red, the masters of delays. So, you guessed it. Yeah, the next gen versions for Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3 has been delayed to 2022. Who would have thought? Dude, I figured this out with my ass way back. And I am really, really not surprised. But I'm sure they're really hard at work with Cyberpunk 2077. Just polishing and finishing up the game that they left so broken. But anyway, so Cyberpunk 2077 is coming in the first quarter of next year, and The Witcher 3 is coming in the second quarter of next year. That means the next gen versions of those games. But at least the upgrades are going to be free for those of us who own the current versions of the games. We've got news on a very beloved franchise that's been
exclusively to PlayStation for, well, since the very beginning. So that God of War coming to PC in January. The game will release on January 14 through Steam, Sony has announced. It follows several of the company's other high-profile PlayStation exclusives, eventually releasing on the platform. So it seems that more and more PlayStation exclusive games are coming to PC eventually. Me, as a PlayStation gamer, I'm not too fond of this, to be honest, but I mean, it's still a good thing that, more and more people will get to experience just a masterpiece of a game. I guess this is actually a pretty lucrative move in terms of business when you think about it, because then this will actually introduce even more people to the games and also the type of high quality games that Sony produces, and hopefully it's gonna make the PC players maybe want to buy a PlayStation 5. And even with these big PlayStation exclusive games, it's gonna take years and years for them to come out on PC. So if the PC gamers actually want to experience these high quality PlayStation games when they are brand new, let's say the God of War Ragnarok, for example, or Horizon Forbidden West, those games are probably going to come to PC eventually, most likely, but it's going to take years. And if the PC players are going to want to play those games, they're simply going to have to get themselves a PlayStation 5 system. So it's a pretty clever move, I guess. So there has been a lot of PlayStation exclusive games that has made their way to PC now. So which follows Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, now the Uncharted games are coming out, and also God of War, and we also have Death Stranding as well. So what do you guys think about this? Whether you're a PlayStation fan or a PC player, please share your thoughts in the comments. Alright, let's talk about the GTA Trilogy. On my last week's video, I talked about its pricing and its release date. Now, back then, all we had was actually some rumors, but now we've actually got confirmation. So, the release date has been announced, and the GTA Trilogy will launch digitally on all platforms 11th of November 2021, which means it's only a couple of weeks away. If, on the other hand, if you want to wait for a physical version that will come later on, it's going to be out on December 6th. We've also got a trailer with this as well. And a price $59.99. So with this new trailer, they're actually showing off some of the graphical upgrades. And honestly, I am not very impressed. Sure, you can definitely see a graphical leap. You can see a difference, absolutely. But honestly, just for $59.99, to me, this is not enough. I am not happy about this. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you think this is a fair pricing point for these minor graphical enhancements that we're getting? Are you gonna be pre-ordering the game? Please let me know. I, on the other hand, I'm gonna wait for a big price drop. Alright guys, I've got one final topic, one final news piece I want to talk about. And that is PlayStation State of Play broadcast is coming next week. So Sony has announced a State of Play broadcast for Wednesday, October 27. The show will be around 20 minutes long and focus on upcoming third-party releases headed to PS5 and PS4. The showcase will begin at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UK, that's October 28 at 8 a.m. AEDT. The show will include new looks at games we've already heard about and a few reveals from our partners around the world. A short PlayStation blog announcement makes no mention of what games could appear at the show, but notable upcoming third-party PlayStation games include Final Fantasy XVI, Little Devil Inside, Forspoken, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Stray. I really hope that we get to see some more God of War Ragnarok gameplay. So that is it for this episode of the Weekly Solid News. Now, if you enjoyed this video or found it informative, then please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so that you're notified when my next video goes up. Thanks a lot for watching, guys and gals. Take care and stay solid.